Jayashree, a warm welcome from Kingmakers IAS Academy to join us in this live podcast. So, Jayashree, what do you feel about getting this All India rank 360?
Firstly, thank you, ma'am.
Can you hear
So of
me?
course, I'm happy that I have got this rank, ma'am. This attempt, like after two failures, getting a rank is a happy thing. But I feel there is more to do as well, ma'am. Be it in the existing service I get or the next attempt also, ma'am. So I'm looking forward to giving one more attempt, ma'am.
So, Jayashree, you are from Andhra, and how about the learning environment there? And how did you manage getting this great achievement?
Because in Andhra Pradesh, in every family, there is lot of respect and time given for those studying, ma'am. Like education is highly respected here, especially the Rayalaseema region where I come from. Every family looks forward to educating their child, ma'am. So in that matter, when it comes to family and the environment, everybody supported me from beginning to end. They made sure that I get proper network connectivity, good books to study, and silent space to study. As long as I stayed in Andhra Pradesh. After that, ma'am, because I have very less peer group to study from in Andhra Pradesh, like in my region, I moved to Hyderabad to prepare, ma'am, because there the material availability is very good. So when I shifted there, there also I have got very good peer group to study for this attempt, and material was available faster material availability was there. So overall it helped me well, ma'am, be it in the Andhra Pradesh or the Telangana, because of the inherent respect given to education and the people who are preparing. It is quite easier for me, ma'am. I did not convince anybody that I'm preparing, I need your support. I did not get that difficulty.
Jayashree, you are from a very humble background. And how about, do you think, Jayashree, for this great aspiration or studying for UPSC exam, so that the future aspirants will understand, how about financial background is important, or do you think it's not important, only the aspirations are important?
Ma'am, according to me, when it comes to aspiring and setting a dream, there we should be very like free. We should have a free mind while we set a dream. So when I want to think that I want to become an IAS officer, do not think of what is my family background, what would be my financial situation. Nothing. Is that what you really want to do in life? That is the one most important thing that is needed. Once that is set, once you decide that this is the only thing that I wanted to do in life, the next thing is sit and think practically of what works for us and what doesn't work. Now think of the financial situations or the family background, and rather than quitting, think of how to overcome them. Like if I say I have financial difficulties, I cannot afford more, I cannot go to Delhi and study. If that is the situation, what I should be doing, I should be searching for alternatives. Or if for that matter, I cannot even get my everyday expenses also from home. If it is that difficult, what we should be thinking of is doing a part-time job and preparing. It is our dream, so it's our responsibility also to own and live for it. Though it is difficult, it is achievable, ma'am, according to me. Only thing that is required is while setting, do not think of risks. And once that is done, the next thing is sit and think practically. If you think that there is no favorable situation for you, think of alternatives. If not today, even if it is delayed, we'll definitely achieve it, ma'am. So even in today's generation where we have internet availability almost everywhere, we have free resources available, people guiding us everywhere, with one way or the other, it is easier today than earlier, ma'am. So it's good that we look for opportunities than for obstacles.
That's a great aspiration, Jayashree. And yes, we have to look for the dream and we have to be focused on our dream. Jayashree, how about a woman? You are, as again, I repeat, you're from a humble background. For a woman, there is always this marriage and everything as an obstacle. But how did you manage that?
Ma'am, fortunately for me, that was not an obstacle, ma'am. Luckily, because in my village, for that matter, and in my family, marriage is a second priority. The first priority is let your child do what she wants to do, be it a girl or a boy. Especially if one is interested in education, every parent in our village encourages us to study and work also, ma'am. Only after we start working and only with our consent that does they go for searching for marriages or proposals, etc. That is one good thing about my village or my family, ma'am. Even now I do not have any pressure as to get married and have children, but for my case I'm very lucky, ma'am. And when it comes to other cases, I have seen my friends struggling with that. One thing I would say is now it becomes a pressure game every day, that you need to start proving to your parents that you can do something better, so that your marriage gets delayed for 1 year or 6 months. That is a pressure situation. There, I feel if parents are more supportive, and if girl, uh, that is where financial independence becomes more important, ma'am. If a girl starts earning and then tells the parents that I want to delay it for 1 more year, even if slowly they'll accept, even if not immediately, maybe after a month or so they might accept us, because now they'll think that okay, she's independent. Even if tomorrow some difficulty comes, she can handle it on her own. Because most of the times what happens is in our families, it is assumed that girls financial decisions are mostly taken by the males at home, and she cannot lead her life alone. Once we prove that to our family and give that confidence that I can lead my life better with the resources at hand, I'm earning and I can be independent also. If we give that confidence, they'll also be confident to delay it, ma'am. Otherwise it becomes difficult. So the first thing is get confidence for ourselves, become assertive, do not be submissive everywhere and anywhere, show your independence every day to family, that we do not bow down to certain things even if it's family. Then they'll slowly accept it.
Why did you choose this sociology optional, Jayashree?
Ma'am, I'm interested in the exactly the syllabus portion, ma'am. Firstly, it was because my graduation subject was not there in the optionals, CSC subject. So I thought I'll search for another things. When I was going through the syllabus of many subjects, uh, I was particularly interested in this concept of how society works, how society understands things. Specifically, how people perform everyday life. How do they understand that the very thing called what we call honor exists, or religion exists, or what is that distinction socially between men and women? How does it become accepted normally? So I had a lot of doubts there, man. So when I saw the syllabus, I thought I'll get the answers for all this. How come society unconsciously accepted everything in society that I was born into? For example, most of the times, if we consider uh, like respecting one way of respecting elders is getting up when they come when they come near us. If that is one way, how do I know it in the first place? Even if parents don't teach us, it is generally assumed that that is a form of respect. And when it comes to caste, it is already present in society. How come that people are accepting it generation by generations? What is society doing to accept it? So I had questions like this, ma'am. I thought by reading sociology, I'll get the answers, also the marks in the exam. Because it like if it is interesting, we can do it better, ma'am. And I would
Yes,
say,
ma'am.
personally, for me, when I felt the social taking sociology is the best decision was well understand the concept of women in sociology, ma'am. There are particular theories where we can understand the perspective of how society views women, and how women view society. There I felt like there is this concept called patriarchal bargain. When I understood that, I realized that it is good that I took sociology, because the very society that I lived in today, I'm able to make a better sense of it, and I can change myself also. That okay, this is how society views, and what can I do to make it better? What can I do to make myself perform better in the same society? So all these things put together, today I feel happy that I took sociology as optional.
That's great, Jayashree. The love for sociology I can see from your words and expression. Jayashree, and What stopped you from this first attempt, and what made you successful in the second attempt?
Um, Ma'am, first attempt I gave soon after my graduation. Then I was ready for mains but not ready for prelims, ma'am. I gave only 2 months for prelims. So I could not clear prelims then. Then I realized that I should give enough time for prelims also. So for the 24 attempt, what I did was I prepared six months for mains and 6 months for prelims. So I cleared both prelims and mains then, ma'am. In the 2024 attempt, I went till interview and I missed the final list by 14 marks. Then I realized I need to work on the presentation in mains this time. So for the 2025 attempt, I worked on my presentation, ma'am. So main scores got improved, and so this time, fortunately, and also luck was in my favor this time.
Of course, you deserve it, Jayashree. Jayashree, to understand about prelims, how did you plan for the 6 months? You understood that it's not 2 months is enough, so it's 6 months. So you took exactly 6 months. So what was your plan? What were the major factors that you put in and structured your studies in those 6 months?
And for the first 2.5 months, the idea is to get clear about the static chapters and syllabus. It's like get the concepts clearer and also the memory part. All whatever I wanted to remember from the standard books, I should finish it off in the first 2.5 months. So what I did was for the first 2.5 months, every day when I start a subject, I'll do the PYQs first. After PYQs, I'll start studying the normal PY like prelims book list, be it the NCRTs or the standard books. Every day morning, I make sure that whatever the topics that I studied yesterday, today I write a test, be it 5 bits, 10 bits, or 50 bits. I wrote tests every day, analyzed them, I understood my weak areas, corrected them. I was doing these things for 2.5 months, where every static subjects like polity, environment, geography, history, I studied every topic from NCRT, understood them, memorized them. All the PYQ themes I covered thoroughly. I wrote tests, ma'am. Almost 400 to 500 bits per subject. I solved them. I solved them. After that, once this memory and concept part was over, I focused on current affairs and the miscellaneous portions. Like there are few themes which are not available standard books but needs to be studied from somewhere else. So like be it mapping or the current affairs, or I don't remember the themes exactly, but they are not available in standard books anymore. So I read them, like the UN organizations, BRICS, all the um, multilateral organizations in news. These needs to be studied. And SNT portions also, defense and space will always be in news. Biotechnology portions. These are like there are some static parts to it, but more current affairs are linked to them. So for this specifically for environment, SNT and IR, I gave 15 days where I understood the PYQ themes and the theme-based current affairs. Like this, I did for 15 days. After that, I started attempting full-length tests now. Full-length tests, alongside full-length tests, I started solving one PYQ paper at a time with the help and understood intelligent guesswork in the last 1.5 months. Every day morning, I would sit, analyze the PYQ paper. There is this MCQ aptitude playlist available in YouTube. I used to watch that, understand that, and learn the guesswork. This thing I did for 1.5 months. I wrote FLTs. I understood how my mind should think for the 2 hours. So, like 1 month before prelims, every day morning 9:30 to 11:30, I started preparing my mind for it. What do I revise in the morning? What do I eat in the morning? And what do I revise the earlier day? All these things I prepared for 1 month, man. So it almost became like a cakewalk for me on the day of the exam. I felt it is like a normal exam because every two to 3 days once I was writing a simulation test. I was writing a full length test 9:30 to 11:30. Because I was doing this repeatedly, I became used to writing test at that time. So rather than taking tension, I just thought it was going to be a normal test, went and attempted now. This is what I did. It is like test, analyze, learn, retest, reanalyze, and learn. This is what needs to be done for the prelims.
Jayashree,
So I
what
don't.
about Jayashree, what about this GS subjects?
Mm,
How did you manage? Especially there are certain things that you said no, which are not there in NCRT or in the standard textbooks.
mm.
And what are the other books that you referred?
Um, Ma'am, actually, because we are in this AI era, ChatGPT and Gemini are a very good tools to make notes for certain themes. Though I use those two tools, and for GS3 paper specifically, I use the economic survey document, ma'am. So I used to read the entire economic survey, highlight the data portions and some schemes or some important information, make a notes out of it. The notes will be for around 20 to 30 pages. So I use this for GS3 also, society also, governance also, because lot of schemes will be mentioned in the economic survey. We will get data points for value addition and some analytical points also to write in essay or in GS3 papers. So economic survey is that one document, and for governance we need to read few ARC documents needs to be done, and there are few coaching materials that are available in Google Map. I used to research and downloaded two to three the mains material of two to three institutes, made notes out of it. That's it, ma'am. What like
That's
for
great.
mains, what needs to be done is we need to write more answers than notes, man. Because when we write notes, it is going to be the best anyway. But we need to reproduce the same notes in the examination, which is difficult. It is difficult to recall all that notes in that 7 minutes we write the answer. So according to me, what needs to be done is first write the answers. Then you'll understand what we know, what we are lacking, what we don't have, not just in knowledge but in structure also. Accordingly, make notes. Like even in the first instance, if we make notes, it becomes difficult. We'll not have a free mind also to think of some new points in the examination. So the order should be we'll be writing as many mains answers as possible. After writing certain good number of answers, then we'll go for making notes based on our analysis of what works for us and what doesn't.
That's great, Jayashree. Then how about this interview process? You were there in Kingmakers IAS Academy for this mock interview and all. How was the experience?
It was good, ma'am, because I have got like the questions were asked from my DAF and the current affairs. So it gives the feeling that we'll be able to understand whether the preparation was in the right direction or not when we attend the mock. So in that regard, it was good, ma'am, because the questions were almost the questions asked by all the members were of good standard. They were asking like very good questions according to me, and they were stressing, like they were like asking those questions to stress me at some points, and sometimes the questions lean towards entirely current affairs. So it was like a mixed experience, ma'am. Overall, it gave the feeling that yeah, it's good that I went to the mock interview before the final interview. I did not feel it as a time waste, ma'am. It was useful.
That's great, Jayashree. So, what is your suggestion for the future aspirants who are pursuing your dream?
Firstly, what I would say is do not set a dream because it is just popular or it is your parents' unfulfilled dream. Do not fix all these reasons and fix a dream. Only see whatever the reason could be. If I decide I wanted to become an IAS, the source could be anything of how that idea came to you. But when you are very sure, make sure that it is yours. You should own it. You cannot keep telling ki okay, this is popular or my parents want it so I'll do it. Okay, your parents want it, do you also want to do it? That is the actual question. If both come into sync, it is good, you go for it. If it doesn't, it is going to be time waste also, you'll be disappointing your parents. So make sure you own the dream. Once you own it, start working towards it with the resources at hand. Do not wait for things to settle for you. Do not wait for things to become favorable to you. They will become favorable once you show to the world that you are capable of doing it. You have that perseverance to do it. So make sure that work hard, keep working hard with whatever resources you have. Everything will fall in place, if not today, tomorrow. So have patience, keep doing what you love, and do not forget to enjoy every day. Result will come, but it's just one day in a year. Rest 364 days. We need, like, we are with ourselves. Make sure we are at peace with ourselves. We are happy every day. So that improves our chances of productivity as well. So this is what I
Great,
would say.
Jayashree. Jayashree, you say follow your heart. That's a
Yes, ma'am.
great a suggestion for the UPSC aspirant. Hope they follow it. Thank you, Jayashree, for connecting with Kingmakers IAS Academy. We wish you all a great success, and the what you deserve, you will deserve. You will get it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's nice talking to you.
Thank you.